few nights ago, I was laying in bed watching YouTube when a random idea popped into my head. What if I just made a game in 30 minutes? So I did. Now imagine Flappy Bird and Google Dinosaur game had a baby, and that baby took a dump. Well, that's the game I ended up making. So I started by setting a 30 minutes timer, and because I'm a very organized and structured person, I'm first going to make a plan and to make as many features as possible in 30 minutes, and yeah! So first thing I did was place a cube, and then stretch that cube out, and boom, we have a ground. And I placed another cube, and another one, and boom, player, boom, enemy. And then make a quick script, which spawns the enemies in one of three random positions: a ground position, a mid position, or an air position. I then made it so whenever the enemy and a player collide, the player dies and a text comes up on the screen that says, "You're dead." Have heard of sleep paralysis? Well, if you haven't, it's basically where your body thinks you're asleep, but your mind's awake. So you're kind of awake, but you're also kind of dreaming. And because of your partly dreaming state, whatever you think of will appear in your room. And because you can't move, you'll start thinking of some creepy shit, and that shit will be there. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's impossible to jump and avoid the red enemies, and you're basically a person in sleep paralysis which is getting bullied by rag cubes. Fuck off, rag cubes. So anyways, I added jumping. So now with this jumping you're able to avoid the enemies. But what's that I hear? It's my clock. The 30 minutes have passed already. So yeah, I failed. Kinda. Let me explain. So I got the basics done and the game is playable, but it's not exactly too fun to play. And as you can see, the video is not over yet, so I'm going to polish the game a bit more and maybe even publish it to the Google Play Store. So first thing I did was add bloom to lighten up the scene. I then added reflections because it looks nice and I like it. I then added this roof so you can't just fly up to space. I could have just limited the amount of gems, but like Isaac Newton once said, why code when you can just not code 2021 colorized. I then added radioactive goo around the platform that you're standing on because radioactive goo. I then upped the dimensions so you now have the ability to move sideways. Oh wait, wrong dimension. Okay, so that didn't work at first, but now it's working and we have all the basic controls done, so it's time to make a phone version, which I'm hopefully going to put on the Google Play Store. Now, I don't have a way to add both jumping and moving sideways without adding joysticks, so I'm just going to make a mobile version without the moving sideways part. I then wasted 2 hours trying to squash some annoying bugs, and then I made a reset button, which allows you to reset the game obviously, and whenever you die though, the only thing that happens is a crappy text that says "You're dead" pops up. So I added a fancier text that says "You're dead", but also a random death message and a restart option, so you can restart the game when you die. I then made it so the longer you survive, the faster the cubes move, because otherwise you'll be able to survive indefinitely until you fall asleep. But they quickly went supersonic mode, and after a while I just decided to limit the speeds because, well, it's impossible to survive basically a bullet coming towards you. There's only one thing missing though, and that's an options menu. You really thought I was going to make an options menu? Are you out of your damn mind? I hate making those. So instead I made a skin locker because I fucking hate making options menus. And I also made skins such as an orc, a wizard, Cookie Monster, Slenderman, some random shit. Okay, so I've been trying to make an Android build for my game for 2 days now, but I keep getting the same errors and more errors. I fucking hate errors. So there won't be a mobile version sadly. I'll try my best to find a solution, but it doesn't look like there's one. But that's enough bugs, time to revamp the entire UI. With the UI revamped, the game is finished. So with that, the video is as well. Be sure to like if you liked it, subscribe if you subscribed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!